Hi, I'm Becca Buck, and I'm the kindergarten through 5th grade music teacher here at Gideon Pond Elementary in the Burnsville-Egan Savage School District. When asked to respond about politicians pushing back about the racial history of the United States and using LGBTQIA+ materials in the classroom, the first thing that came to mind were my students who identified as either of these. When my students come into the classroom, they deserve to see themselves in their curriculum materials. They deserve to learn about the history and atrocities that have happened in the United States. They deserve to understand that our Indigenous community is still here. In the end, I teach all students, which means no one is left out of my curriculum, and everyone deserves to see themselves reflected in my curriculum materials. They deserve to learn about the transatlantic slave system and how that continues through history to affect our Black community. And they also deserve to learn about how resilient our Black community is. They deserve to learn about redlining and Jim Crow and how that continues to work against our Black community while our Black community continues to be resilient in the face of this. They deserve to learn about boarding schools and how that continues to affect our current generation of our Indigenous communities. And again, how our Indigenous community is resilient, and they're working on making sure that they are seen in everything today. They have not been erased through all of the genocide and atrocities that have happened in our history. My students who identify as LGBTQIA deserve to learn about gay rights activists like Marsha P. Johnson and how so many people fought for those gay rights. Right now, my school and I are working with families to understand the separation of church and state with our students who are celebrating Ramadan. We were recently featured in a Care 11 article, and we did have some pushback on the separation of church and state. And to that I say, my students who wear hijabs and who identify as Muslim students, they deserve to feel safe in this school. When they leave these school doors, I can't guarantee their feelings of safety. I've had many students talk to me about how they do not feel safe in their own backyards because their neighbors see them wearing hijabs, they see their skin color, and they treat them differently. When they are in my class, they deserve to be able to share with their students their traditions, why they're fasting, why they might be a little bit tired. That has nothing to do with the separation of church and state. To me, that is inclusion and that is acceptance. And that's teaching my non-Muslim students to be able to go into the community and to see those similarities between their classmates and then to fight injustice when they see it. In the end, public education means we teach all. And to any politician saying otherwise, I invite them to come in and join those courageous conversations with our students. Because if our students can have these conversations, so can they. The kids are going to be all right.